Hello, today I'm going to be reviewing the 1972 martial arts film The Way of the Dragon, or The Return of the Dragon, as it's known as in the US.
Nora Mao plays Miss Chen, an owner of a restaurant in Rome that she runs with her uncle Wang. The local mafia boss wants to buy the restaurant and sends his minions to scare away the customers when they refuse to sell. She asks her other uncle, who lives in Hong Kong, for help, and he sends Tang Lung, played by Bruce Lee, who uses his mad kung fu skills to help defeat the villains. As you can tell, this has a very simple story, which wouldn't be a problem if it was well developed, but it's just not. The main villain has no real motivation to buy the restaurant, he just wants to buy it because the plot says so. I also don't understand why they just don't sell the restaurant to the mafia. I mean, they'd be left alone then and have some money. But no, Uncle Wang's like, oh, we can't sell the restaurant, you mustn't sell the restaurant. And then it turns out he's actually a bad guy who was planning to sell the restaurant to make a lot of money all along. So it just doesn't make any sense. Now you might think that based on that I wouldn't like the film very much, but you'd be wrong. It's actually my favorite Bruce Lee film. The main reason I enjoy it is the fight scenes. The way Bruce Lee moves is just so fast and fluid. You know, you can see why he's held in such high regard as a martial artist, and seeing him fight people like Wong Ing Sik and Bob Wall, and of course Chuck Norris in the famous uh, scene at the end in the Coliseum, it's just breathtaking to watch. This is some of the greatest action that's ever been filmed. Also, apart from a handful of shots at the beginning of the film that are really badly out of focus, the cameraman probably should have been sacked for that. It's just sloppy. But apart from that, the cinematography is very good. Like this is the only film Bruce Lee directed in full in his lifetime, and that's a shame because if you look at this and the footage he shot for Game of Death, you can see the man had quite a good visual eye. And also he's quite clearly influenced by the Sergio Leone, because there's a lot of parts in it that look like the spaghetti westerns, which sort of fits the story because Tang Lung's a bit like a hero from an old western coming into town to sort of save the day and then going off at the end to his next adventure. And I think the film also shows that Bruce Lee had quite a decent amount of range as an actor. In some of his other films like Fist of Fury and Enter the Dragon, he's very broody and serious. But in this, Tao Lung's he's a very, you know, happy, really nice, upbeat guy. I mean, a lot of the comedy actually comes from him being being quite naive and a bit of a bumbling idiot. And Bruce Lee's comedic timing in these scenes really, really works. I think my favorite is probably when he unwittingly picks up a prostitute, and then the look on his face when he realizes why she really brought him to her flat. It's really funny.
Overall, I give the film 3 stars. Despite its very weak plot, it is a very entertaining martial arts film. I hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching.